Hey there, RMPs and responders. Chrissy Brooks here to go through the hypothetical for week ending 8/24. This is the non-flammable gas hypothetical, and let's jump right in. All right, so our scenario, a box with both a non-flammable gas 2.2 hazard label and the UPS hazard tipping material papers UN 1006 argon compressed 2.2 is leaking on a belt line. There's a small hissing noise coming from within this box. There are no fumes that irritate the skin, visible fumes, smoke, or irritating odors. Answer the questions below based on this scenario. So, where is the decision tree going to take us? So get out your handy dandy decision tree here and we'll start reading. And remember, we read every single word as we go through these. So revised October 2023, leaking package decision tree for designated responders, small package. Is the leaking package generating heat, smoke, visible fumes, vapors, irritating the skin or eyes in any way, or leaking too large of a quantity to absorb or neutralize with available supplies? No. So does the package have a diamond hazard label? It does. So we got our yes, we can move on. Is the package bearing a diamond hazard label with one of these materials prohibited in the UPS small package system? Explosive 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4b, 1.4f, or 1.4g. Blasting agent 1.5d, inhalation hazard 2 or inhalation hazard 6, poison gas 2, spontaneously combustible 4, poison 6 or toxic 6, radioactive 7, yellow 2 and 3, or fizzle 7. No, we've got a non-flammable gas 2.2. So next box, is the package bearing a diamond hazard label with one of these materials in the UPS small package system? Explosive 1.4C, 1.4D, 1.4E, 1.4S, or 1.6N. Dangerous when wet 4, infectious substance 6, radioactive 7, white 1, or does the package contain spilled mercury? Again, all no. So then over here, can you determine by any visible means, label, shipping records, etc., that the package contains a household product such as paint, personal care products, or common household chemicals? No, I don't have a lot of argon gas hanging around my house, so package and related spill must be handled by the UPS designated responder. Refer to the appropriate response sheet for hazard and PPE. Follow response action steps to clean up the spill. If SCB is required but not available, do not attempt to clean up the spill. Follow the chain of command and notify your environmental coordinator. So that's going to end us up in our yellow box right here. So on this question, we are going to pick yellow box. And which response or containment sheet do you utilize? Well, we've got a non-flammable gas diamond hazard label. So let's see, non-flammable gas, where are you? There it is right there. So we're going to go to our non-flammable gas response sheet. If I can find it here in my decision tree. So we are looking at page 11, and we want to make sure that we're matching the diamond hazard label on the top of our decision tree to the diamond hazard label that's on our box. So let's read through this non-flammable gas sheet and see where it takes us. Non-flammable gas 2.2, hazards may be poison if it's inhaled. Vapor may be extremely irritating. Contact may cause burns to the skin and eyes. Material may burn but will not ignite readily. Cylinder may explode if exposed to heat or fire. Some liquid cryogenic, such as liquid nitrogen, may be extremely cold when first released. If there is a noticeable skin irritation due to fumes or vapors, do not attempt to continue to clean up. Notify the chain of command. Notify your environmental coordinator. An outside responder must be called in for cleanup. Personal protective equipment required: goggles, boots, aprons, and gloves. If there's an irritating odor, smoke, or visible fumes that affects the eyes, nose, or throat, an SCBA must be used. Response action steps. First, we're going to attempt to close the valve. Remove the leaking cylinder outdoors to a well-ventilated area away from heat or fire. Place a warning sign or use caution tape in the area to warn other employees to keep away. Follow supplier instructions as to the return or disposition of the cylinder. If the supplier cannot be contacted, seal the leaking cylinder in a DMP bag with all of the shipping labels visible and notify your environmental coordinator who will arrange for the disposal of the materials. Waste disposal and decontamination, UPS small package, designated responder shall refer to the waste disposal flow chart for the proper disposition of the package contents and contaminated packaging debris. Refer to your decontamination checklist after the response and disposal process is completed. Decontaminate any areas of the body or equipment that may have been exposed by utilizing the decontamination checklist. All right, so we checked our non-flammable gas. We're going to go on to our next screen here. Can you sign in to ETT with your username and your very own token? If you can, please check yes. If you cannot, please check no. And email your health and safety supervisor or transportation supervisor so that they can get that process started for you. And can you get to the quick reference guide and show the most current waste disposal flow chart? Again, where do we find the quick reference guide? That is on our main, nope, not the main ETT page. It's on this ETT page. Operator's Quick Reference Guide is right up here in the corner. So we're going to click yes on that one. Sorry, we're just going to click on that link. And it's always very, very slow to come up. Here it comes. Yay. Oh my. Real slow today. Should have had this up ahead of time. Sorry. All right. So because I always have it open to the waste disposal flow chart, it auto sets you up with it. Otherwise, your table of contents is hyperlinked. You can just click right here, your DMP waste disposal flow chart, and it'll take you right there. So let's go through our waste disposal flow chart. First, let's go back and answer this question. Well, not that one. This one. Can you get to quick reference guide and show the most current waste disposal flow chart? Hopefully after that, yes, you can. Click on our next button. So now we're going to go through the waste disposal flow chart and which box on the waste disposal flow chart is this damage going to lead us to? So let's open our waste disposal flow chart back up here. So is the spilled or obviously this is a spilled or leaking package and it's being surrendered to the DMP. So did it spill outside of a vehicle except when inside a facility, or did it enter a drain, or does it have a reportable quantity listed on the shipping papers? Those are all no. Does the spilled product fall into one of these categories? Contains nicotine or other acute hazardous waste? No. Biohazard, substance, or biomedical? No. Pressurized cylinder? Ding, ding. We've got a winner. This is a pressurized cylinder. So we are going to click on our hyperlink right here, which is going to take us to Appendix Q. I think that's a Q. So we're going to end up in our red box. Refer to the appendix in the operator's quick reference guide for specific procedures. And then we would click on our Appendix Q here, and this is going to take you through step by step, click by click, what you need to do with that cylinder, with that non-flammable gas cylinder. So there's a Veolia cylinder questionnaire. It tells you exactly how to fill out that cylinder questionnaire. It gives you a link to it. And then it tells you what to do with that questionnaire and what to do with your cylinder after you've got that form filled out. So the quick reference guide is an excellent place to go to if you do not know how to process this damage, because it's going to tell you exactly how to do it. All right, so we ended up in our red box. Refer to the operator's quick reference guide for specific procedures. And can you find a copy of a previously submitted DMN in ETT? Hopefully you can. If not, let's do it real quick. So ETT, electronic tracing and tracking, we've got our hazmat input tab open. We're going to go to search and update US. And I just did a damage this morning with one of my centers, so I'll be able to show you how to pull that up. So we want to search by DMN temporary ID. You're going to use the drop down here. And always use your drop down if it's an option. put United States. It should autofill your SLIC number in. For me, I have to put each different SLIC number in, but yours should autofill for you. And then you're going to type in your temporary ID and move my little picture out of the way here. We're going to click the search button. And then here it is. Here is our damage. So we're going to click on our little arrow here and our DMN. Here is our DMN. So if we needed to print each one of these, we would just click right there. And here's our DMN. To print it, let me move myself one more time. To print it, we're going to click on this view form down here in the corner. And it's going to ever so slowly download a PDF for us that we can open. You would do in file. And then here's your DMN. This is the copy that needs to go into your bag and tag. And this is the copy that needs to go into your file folder. So we're going to print 2 copies after we submit this damage, one in our file folder, one into our bag and tag. So we're going to say yes on this one. And if you have SCBA and you have not completed your Dawn and Doff exercises so far for this month, we are about halfway through the month. So make sure that we are getting those done and getting that checklist done, getting that submitted to your transportation or your health and safety soup. So we are going to click no SCBA in my facility, and then that should take us to the last page of the hypothetical. Maybe ever so slowly. Well, on the last page of the hypothetical, all you're doing is typing your name and your employee number. So input your name. Please be sure you're inputting your employee number correctly. Once again, I have multiple employee numbers that I'm having to correct every week. That is incredibly time consuming because it's going back and forth and back and forth. My internet at home is not the best. Let's try it one more time. So here it is, just inputting name. Make sure you're putting your employee number in correctly, drilling down your division and operation, and then I'll put my info in here. I am based out of Omaha and mostly in the Elkhorn Valley building. And then after that final click, this means that your answers have been submitted. So you want to make sure that you get to this final screen where there's no more arrows on the bottom. Then you're totally completed. Go out there, get your hypothetical done. Should only take you a couple minutes. And we'll see you on Wednesday for the RMP call. Thanks. Have a great day.